render some mountains, some environmental, my next step, what I want to do is actually add some characters or add some additional elements. And we're going to use the poser for this. What I want to do is go for a few steps on a few models and showing you how you need to adjust them inside the Vue, because you will have a problem with some textures. So as example, right here we're going to create a few things. So I have a couple characters. You can have it, and again, you can download from DAZ, purchase there, or other places. Or for example, right here, Exert 3D, I like this a lot. If you want the realistic more, so we'll go to create this character. And next, I'm just going inside the pose, and inside the poses, let me see, right here, I'll just use it. Let's just use the action, Ryan walking. Okay, we apply to this, and we also apply to his suit. Okay, let me zoom out a little bit, and I notice right here some feet is not right, so we'll go to adjust them. Let's bring them a little bit up. And I think his legs is crossing too much, so we'll just bring them a little bit more aside. Again, this is just a figure, maybe far away, some small one. Okay, this is one. We're going to save it, and let's create another one, just example. It's all what you need to do, just go File and Save as poser format. The one thing when you do with poser format, you need to have this plugin, additional components for the to purchase inside the complete. So same things, I'm going to just create it and save for this figure. And actually I like him maybe even better because he look more interesting kind of in that place crawling. The same things, you can design the pose, or you can just go ahead and is right here into the dark. Let's use this one. So, or you can just use it already pre-made pose and just will put him as a character. The reason why I like to put characters inside the made painting, so it's give you scalability. It's what we do. We can compare scale of our scenery based on subjects to what we know, because we don't know truly size of the mountains. We need compare to something else like buildings, machinery, but that can be relative. However, the human figures, we kind of know approximate height, even they may be a little bit bigger or smaller, but overall it's give you nice kind of perception to this. So after this pose, there are a couple more things I want to create. One, actually, I want to create the buildings and maybe put them on a far away. Okay, let me see which one buildings I want to do. You know what? One, let's go do something fantasy. So eminence. Okay, we'll do that one. And again, normal for this building. So what I do, I load them. Okay, we can preview them right here. Okay, that is a building. Maybe, you know, just I'll apply some materials, maybe snow, far away, kind of like monastery for this one. And for, okay, let me go just delete this one. Okay, and for the other ones, this I may create a little bit more fantasy. So we'll go to link, and you know, just let's go add link this way. So yeah, I probably just go ahead and we'll use it something like this, maybe for the sci-fi-ish kind of look. Again, this will be far away, so we can preview, maybe just render kind of around that position, and we'll see where I want to place it. And so this is two models, and all what you need to do is go File and save it. Okay, let's go inside the Vue now, and I'll show you what is problem inside the Vue when you start working with poser models. Okay, to work with poser models, you need to have a special plugin. If you're using the Pioneer or other version, Complete Infinity Extreme will include this. So we'll go File, and we go to Import Object. Okay, after navigating, you'll notice right here I'm in a place and I'm going to work with the figure. So I have two different figures right here. I'll go to pre-render all four of them. So we'll start maybe with, let's go with base, first one, base. Okay, if you not yet specify path for your poser executable, it will ask you. If it does, it's just pop up poser import, and all what I want to do is import single frame. I don't want reposing inside the Vue. It will save some memory for me. As well, render materials using poser shaders, I will disable that. So this will increase quite a bit for me speed when I work inside the Vue. Otherwise, it will connect the poser directly, and it's quite a bit will slow down in performance. Okay, so right here I have this base. Okay, let me go click. I'll just scale a little bit up and bring on top. Okay, right here, my camera. Okay, just to try find. Okay, you notice the base does not look interesting. So if I want to create, I probably will create a little bit side. And if you're creating sketch for yours image, it may work better, but otherwise you need to kind of almost pre-compose and pre-build your. So I'm going to just select this way, and I probably will cut somewhere like this, put it in a mountain somewhere far away. Overall, what I'm previewing, if you create the lines, so right here I want to take and maybe bring this a little bit up. Let's see if we want to, because it will be on top. I want to have it slightly just like that one. Next, what I was saying, it's let's look at materials. And you notice right here we have our bumps applied for all materials, and it's 38 quite a bit material. The problem is when we're going to render this, and let's just do it as example. Okay, sometimes you will have very huge kind of bump maps, very unrealistic, and they distortion scenery. So what I find out, actually it does worth a lot. Just take and reset all your bump maps to the 0. Just reset all of them. Actually, this is not bad. 0.7 is not bad. What's happening many times when you import, it's maybe set 1, and that will be look very bad. But overall, it's take a little bit time, and just going to reset everything. How say on this case with a 007, it's not bad at all. The other things to be concerned, it's about highlights. So you'll notice right here, as we're going through highlights, some highlights does not import properly. So the black or other colors, and that is maybe not what you wanted to go with. Okay, right here, some transparency maybe does not apply properly, but overall, this is one thing to do. The next, what I want to do right here, let's go to our base. Okay, and because I know I don't want manipulate, what I'm going to do, it is actually bake all these objects. So I'm going to edit. Okay, let's go look. Double-sided. Okay. So we'll go click, and we'll go to edit, and let's click weld. So right here, you'll notice we have just one object with multiple. In this case, sometimes it's a little bit easy work if you think you want modified. And let's go, you know what, let's add some material to this. And what I want to do is just add maybe to the roof kind of snow. And we can do couple wise. One, you can go over each material till you find properly, or we can also just do this inside the Photoshop. And when you come with like this, where you have 38 materials, it's kind of hard to go through all of them and modify. So what I'm going to do is just render as is, and you know what, let's even put it kind of maybe, I'm looking records of the camera, maybe around that place. Okay, let's go ahead, render this, and we will modify this inside the Photoshop a little bit more. So same, I'm going to set on high resolution, hide infinity, so I don't want that, and we'll go render that. Okay, so our render completed. One thing, notice we don't have shadows, we don't need them, but just overall with alpha map, we'll just have it objects right here by itself. So I'm going going to just save this image and alpha map as well. Okay, we'll do next same thing. So we'll delete this one. We can go file, import, and we have it other objects. Same, we can have it another base, and it's again, I'm just rendering different them type, so you can kind of preview and see which one may work better one way or another. You can determine which one is so right here we'll bring closer again, because I think I will put it on the right side, so I'm kind of try to add them there. And look right here, so we have it bumps. Actually, it doesn't look that bad with this import. Just overall go over and see if your depth on the bumps sometimes go crazy. That will bring quite distortions in the when you start rendering. So I'm just cycling through all of them. Okay, that's kind of look okay. I'm not sure if I like these colors. I may, okay, let me go preview. I may change this one, but again, they kind of apply okay. We can set right there. Okay, let me just readjust. Notice how it's my angle switch because the lens. What do I want to do is switch to 55 millimeters. 55 millimeters, it's more what your eye see, and it will decrease in some cases distortions. 35 is okay for the panoramic, they look good, but in many cases when you do otherwise, so I'm just going to put it right here, but I don't want straight up, so it's meaning I'm going to increase and just slightly rotation, so I have it the sides. It's give me a little bit better preview. Okay, that's look about right. Just pop up so we have it a maximum on the render. We'll go same again, and let's render this one. Okay, so we finished rendering our buildings we want to implement, and next we want to add characters. We can add characters two ways, by photography, or in this case I want to use it figure from inside the poser. The difference is almost everything same. The only difference is what do we want to do for this figure. It is okay, let me kind of increase in size. It's angles that we're going to render. The first things you remember, because, and I'll actually way oversize it so I can modify afterwards. But the problem is where this character will going. So if I have a mountain and I want this character work up the mountain, I need to change a little bit perspective for my camera, and this is kind of important. So I'm going to just set a little bit up, maybe right here, and press it down. So if this character going sideways away from me, maybe around that way, go up on a hill, so we'll just set right around this area, and camera going slowly down. Let's set character walking a little bit up, so the angles will be more important. So let's also look on our bumps for this one, and they look very good, except something with highlights was a little bit too bright, so I'm going over highlights and I'm going to reduce them. The other things what I want to do with this character, because he have nice textures, and if I start render him, I'm afraid a lot of details may be lost. So I'm going with the characters many times. What I will do, I'll create additional light source, and I'll take this light source and put it some maybe closer around them, so it will add a little bit more on the shadows, kind of reduce a little bit that effect. Okay, maybe put it right here. We'll set another up front. So just to bring a little bit more texture in a view of the camera. Okay, maybe put it right there. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll render that one as well. Okay, so you can see it's rendered quite a bit fast, not even a minute. And we'll go preview right here. This is our character. We'll probably some modify, add snow and other effect, but here's the base ones. As well, we have it just the alpha for this. So let's go ahead and save it. Okay, after we save it, let's go to remove the figure and just add, import the other one. You see how fast this works. So this is kind of nice because if you certainly feel like, oh, I need to create some character very fast, you can do this very efficient, very fast, and just use it the way you need it. Okay, let's go right here, same thing. So I'm just will use this character, bring him a little bit up. Let's take my camera, reposition. You know what, if he walking, and I'm just thinking about, I probably want just slightly maybe adjust. Let's take this light. Right here I have it some shadow, so I'm going to bring some highlights to those areas. Just maybe highlight on this side now. Okay, let's bring not to overwhelm, we still need to have it light, but it just helped me to bring more character in. As well, I can, after going and in Photoshop, can be dodge and burn and add shadows itself. So right here we have it, our light, and I want to take this light and just pop up luminosity on this one. Let's go through all of them, and mostly, how say it's a highlights, what I kind of don't like it. And you notice highlights many times they set to the black, so you maybe want to rework on that. Okay, we'll just bring all of them to the dual color. Okay, as well, just be sure the bumps is set in right range. Okay, all done on this. Let's go ahead and render. And because I enable luminosity, it's a tell me, but let's go just ignore for now. Okay, our is render. Let's preview very fast. You can see it just soften a little bit shadows those lights, so we don't have it too hard. And I probably I will use dodge and burn options to bring a little bit more details. Let's look good. Let's go on our alpha map. It's look very good. Okay, so let's go ahead, save this, and our next step actually will go inside the Photoshop. We'll start assemble all of those pieces that we rendered before.